Hey yo, what is going on, guys? My name's Eclihpse, and today we are going to be talking about the brand new card coming to Clash Royale, and that card being the Executioner. So for those of you who do not know, the Executioner is being released in a few hours. Who knows, by the time you're watching this video, it probably is already released, but that is besides the point, because as I was just saying, this video is going to be all about the Executioner, and we're just going to be looking at some gameplay, looking at some strategies, and overall, we're gonna be having a great time. Okay, on a serious note though, before I do show you guys any gameplay, I would just like to give a massive shout out to Wicked Gaming and to Galadon. Every single update, these two homies let me use their gameplay for my videos, so special shout out to them. I'll have links to both their channels at the top of my description below, but with that taken care of, let's get started. Hopping right into the first battle, this is actually from Wicked Gaming, and my friend Wicked is on the bottom. So to start this off, he sends a goblin barrel in. Look at it go, bah, bah, bah. So there was a dark goblin in the back that kind of shut that out, but he actually has a mirror, so he mirrored that goblin barrel, sent another one in, and right there you get to see a glimpse of the Executioner. And I'm sure by now most of you already know what the card does, but by some off chance, let's just assume you've never seen this card before. Essentially, it throws like a really big boomerang. So as you can see, he throws it, it swings back, and it does some work. Now, something which I'm gonna mention right now, and I mention this whenever I show new troop gameplay, if you see it kind of zoom in like that with a little white flash, that isn't me editing, that is courtesy of Wicked Gaming. So you know, he's helping me out with editing, saving me some time. But right here we have some furnace on tombstone action, nothing too special. And right here he's sending in another goblin barrel. Is it gonna get any hits off? I really don't think so. Yeah, the game hunter had arrows that kind of shut that out, but now he's sending a minion horde in, and I assume he's gonna have an Executioner, and the Executioner is pretty much like a stop to bait decks, because right now in the current meta of Clash Royale, every single player is like running skeleton army, minion horde, goblin barrel, princess. They're pretty much running all of the troops that require you to use fireball, zap, log, arrows. So the Executioner, he's kind of an easy way out. Like, his boomerang can stop a goblin barrel, it can stop a minion horde, and of course it can stop a skeleton army. And right now I haven't really been talking about the gameplay too much. I'm just kind of, you know, filling you in about the Executioner. And there's another goblin barrel, he's actually mirroring it that time, so hopefully you get to see the Executioner down again. Nope, no Executioner there. So Wicked Gaming at this point is kind of using one of those scumbag bait decks. You know, there's nothing wrong with it, but personally I just hate using them. Like, it's a furnace, there's a whole bunch of spam troops, it's really not my play style. But right here you can see the Executioner wipe out the minion horde again, and the Executioner can actually survive a fireball and a zap at the same time. So the card is pretty tanky. It's not like it has a whole bunch of health, but it can take a decent amount of damage. And right now there's two giants down, and I'm pretty sure Wicked Gaming is gonna lose this battle, but I haven't really watched anything yet. And on that note, I forgot to say this, like I normally say this in all of my new troop videos, but I have not watched any of the gameplay yet. So pretty much I'm watching this the first time that hopefully you guys are watching this as well. So everything I'm seeing, I'm shocked. It's the first time. I really don't know the results or anything that's gonna be happening. Now right here we have an Executioner and a giant. He did just put a skeleton army on it. I really don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he wasn't thinking. That's probably the best analysis. Now right here, I believe this battle is going to be ending soon. I mean, we have a giant, an Executioner. It just seems like there's a lot going on. The goblin barrel is down, going in. Let's see how that goes. Will it get any hits off? And nope, he actually countered the goblin barrel with the tombstone. So that's kind of an interesting approach. And again, we have two tombstones in the back releasing skeletons, and we have the Executioner with a giant. So at this point, I think the battle is going to be over fairly soon. I mean, there's like 200 hits on that tower. Yeah, the tower's down right there. The first battle is over, so let's transition on to another battle. The next two battles in this video are gonna be from Galadon, because Galadon and Chief Pat are battling, and I did skim through this video just a bit just to make sure like that it was the footage I wanted, and from what I saw, Chief Pat was giving Galadon the Galadong, if you know what I'm saying on that one. Okay, that's a really stupid joke, and whoever hears that is either gonna laugh really hard or they're gonna think like, Eclipse, you're really not even funny sometimes, just shut up. Now right here, Galadon is just using like arrows and fireballs to prevent Pat, but the boomerang, or not the boomerang, the executioner's boomerang, it just shut out that lava hound like nothing. So Pat, he's playing calm right now. I don't think he's too scared, and like Chief Pat, I think he's one of the best skilled Clash Royale YouTubers. Like if I had to list the top Clash Royale YouTubers skill wise, I would definitely say Chief Pat, Clash with Ash, you know, this one, not this one, I'm talking about this Clash with Ash, and then Orange Juice. Now that isn't in any particular order like I just said, but I feel like whenever these YouTubers are playing, they always just do so well, and they're always like super smart. And if I had to rate myself on like the YouTuber skill scale, I would probably put myself somewhere near the bottom. I mean, I don't think I'm necessarily trash at the game, but I don't think I'm like a pro at the game. Hopefully that makes sense. Like, I have a general idea of what I'm doing and I know how to do things well. It's just I'm not as good as some people near my level. That's the best way to put it. And right now, I haven't really been talking about, you know, the gameplay a lot in this video. It's kind of like me talking about whatever, but I'm not totally off topic. I don't know if you guys like these types of videos because they're pretty different than what most people do. Like, most Clash Royale YouTubers out there, they're just gonna talk about the executioner, they're gonna talk about the stats, strategies, etc. And that's just not the type of person I am. And I don't know if you guys like that or if you hate it, but regardless of the situation, you're watching the video, so maybe I'm doing something right. Now right here, Pat already has one tower down and he's going for a 3 crown. Poor Galadon, man, something, you know, or nothing he can do. I was gonna say, is there something he can do, but just watching the footage, it looks pretty miserable for him. I feel bad for him. Right now though, there's 30 seconds left and I think Galadon is actually gonna end up getting 3 crown. He's trying to fireball out of there, but there's a dark goblin just shooting away, and oh man, poor Galadon could not hang with Chief Pat, so let's switch it up. We are now entering another battle from Galadon and Chief Pat, and oh my god, what deck is Galadon using? He has a mortar plus a royal giant. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start about this. So he has an executioner and mortar combo right there. Galadon has some goblins to take care of that miner, but Pat has an executioner, and yeah, he's trying to shut out that mortar ASAP, and I really don't know what the outcome is, like I said, and I really want Galadon to win this because he's the underdog, but then again, he is using a royal giant and a mortar, so part of me really wants him to lose this battle. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from on that one. So right here, Chief Pat, he put an ice golem down in the back, so I don't know what kind of deck Pat's running. He has guards and an ice golem, and the thing I've noticed about, you know, Chief Pat, whenever he plays, he always uses really strange, unorthodox decks, and like right here, he's pushing 2 lanes at once, and you know, a little wild of a strategy. I can't quite pronounce my words perfectly, but that's besides the point. I mean, we're just here for the gameplay, or are you? What are you guys here for? And again, this video all over the place, but we're just here to have a good time. Now Galadon has some elite barbs in this deck as well, and his deck is just all over the place. Like, look at his starting hand right now. He has elite barbs, a mortar, a mega minion, a royal giant, and knight. You can see the executioner over there, and on top of that, he has a freeze spell. Like, what? I don't even know if this is like a troll deck or a serious deck. Like, I really have no clue what to think of this. Like, the deck is just so bizarre. You know, I really hope he loses. Is that a bad thing? So right here, Pat puts a mortar down, and he said, ooh, or he puts a miner down, and then he said, oops. I'm not too sure what he was saying oops about necessarily, but he countered that mortar pretty well. The mortar didn't get like any hits off on the tower. So right now, Pat, he's kind of, you know, remaining calm, and Galadon is actually gonna be stealing a tower, it looks like. Oh, here comes the royal giant. Let's just see how Patrick is gonna counter this one. So the royal giant goes in there. I believe, yeah, that is the first tower right there, and now Pat is actually down 1 tower to none, and I'm really hoping the Mortar Royal Giant deck does not win this battle. Like, please, for the love of God. Now right there, Pat just countered those elite barbs. Amazing. Like, that was a pretty good counter. Galadon did waste a freeze spell, so let's just see how this is gonna end up. Now right here, oh, he used a clone spell. This is just such a strange deck. He has 3 Dark Goblins down on the tower with a Miner, and it looks like Chief Pat is actually gonna get a successful 3 crown on Galadon. What? So guys, I'm actually gonna be wrapping up the video here. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like down below. Also, I would like to give one more massive shout out to Wicked Gaming and Galadon for allowing me to use their footage. Again, thank you so much. But guys, this has been Eclipse. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.